Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Fight up, man! Fight up! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let me see the sevens in the chat! Let me see the sevens in the chat! If you were fired up, let me see some sevens in the chat. You guys don't know what I've got in store for you today. You guys don't know what we got cooking up for you guys today. Woo! God damn, I'm fired up. I see you guys fired up in the chat. I see sevens. Guys, woo! I gotta tell you, you guys can hear him right now. He's fired up. We got a multiple six-figure earner. A multiple six-figure earner coming on this call to grace you with how to build your business, whether you're in London, if you're in Nottingham, if you're in Birmingham, if you're in Croatia, if you're in Germany, okay? Put some sevens in the chat right now if you're fired up, guys, because I'm fired up. I'm fired up. Northampton, welcome Susan from Northampton. You're fired up. Sam Aziz, my brother from Fulton Heath, is fired up. Sevens. Oh, you guys better understand this call's about to change the game for every single one of you guys. Seven, amigo, let's go, hermano. ¿Cómo estás? Let's go, let's say, Milton Keynes, Northampton, let's go. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, me and my brother, me and my friend from Kenya, I just reading the message from the chat box. I'm about to introduce to you guys an individual that I have seen go chairman in this business. I'm about to introduce to you guys an individual that's made multiple six-figure earners, right, in his team, okay? I'm about to introduce to you guys a guy that's seen over six figures in his business, and he's going to be showing you how he has done it. So we're blessed right now because he could be doing anything in the world. He's got a massive organization that he needs to tend to. He said, Montel, I'm willing to help you and your organization. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please may you help me welcome to this Zoom call, Chairman 10, six-figure earner, Mr. Mal Khaira! Woo! We gotta get energy up. We gotta go. Woo! Let's go. You guys are fired up. Put some guts in the chat right now. Woo! Let's go. Wow. I'm so fired up, man. It's been a minute, right?
It's been a minute, man.
It's been a minute, guys. As you've heard me introduce to you guys, this guy's a multiple six-figure earner. You can feel the energy. It's like we're right in front of you, but it's like we're next to you, right? Energy is everything. You got to understand that.
Indeed.
If you break down the human's body, in fact, if you break down the universe, if you look at the human's body's got cells, right? The cells have atoms. And if you break down the atom, you have energy, okay? So energy is everything. If you guys want to go out there and build the business, it all starts from the energy that you're giving out, okay? So let me tell you about this individual, right? We started IML around the same time, okay? We was hitting the same ranks at the same time. But then there was something that, boom, he flipped the switch, he went chairman, and he flew. He flew, all right? And he's going to be sharing with you guys the exact same information which allowed him to fly. So I'm super fired up. This is the first of many calls that we're going to be doing on a regular basis, okay? And it's such a blessing to have this man Mal Khaira here with us. So, Mal, if you just tell these amazing, beautiful people on this call a bit about yourself and how you've seen the success that you've seen.
Right, okay. Guys, it is a pleasure to be here with my brother here. You know, it's been a while. I know we haven't done this before, but it's a pleasure to be here. You know, energy levels, your frequency is everything. So you need to make sure you are on the same energy levels because, you know, when we're in a room, we know the energy levels are going to be through the roof. You need to make sure you're the exact same. So a bit about myself. My name is Mal Khaira. I'm 21 years of age. And I started this journey when I was around 20 years old. Prior to that, I was literally working a normal job, 9 to 5, doing the same thing every day, just like some of you are doing right now. Not a problem at all. You know, it's good. You have a routine in place. Very good. You know, I was doing the same thing every single day until one day, someone asked me, Mal, what's your reason why? What do you want to do? And I started saying, you know, I need to help my parents pay off their mortgage. By the time I'm 24, I've always had it in my head that I want to have a property that has a mortgage paid off for myself. And he looked at me and said, Mal, what you're doing right now, how much are you making a month? And I said, around 1,500. He looked at me and I said, how are you going to pay off a mortgage? 2 mortgages. By the time you're 24, if you're doing that, you got the right work ethic, you got the wrong vehicle. And I was like, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. And I realized something had to change. Not me. I had the right work ethic. So rule number 1 is you need to make sure your work ethic is there. There's one thing no one can take away from you, and it's the way you work. If you can work and work and work and work, guess what? You're going to go far in life. It doesn't matter if you don't know a thing. It doesn't matter if you have no skill set. It doesn't matter if you don't know anything. It doesn't matter what talent in the world you have. If you can work, guess what? You are going far in life. If you can't work, guess what? The harsh reality is you know the outcome. So after working and working, I realized, you know what? Let's do this. So I got involved in the business while working full time. So for any of you that say, I don't have the time, you know, I don't know if I can do this, guess what? You can. Because I was waking up at 6 a.m. I was coming home by 8, 9 p.m. And guess what time I was sleeping? 3 a.m. Waking up at 6 a.m. for work. My breakfast was a Red Bull for a period of time. But you know why? Because I realized what my goals were. So you need to understand, you know, why you're doing what you're doing. And guess what? It paid off. So we started working. We started building the business. You know, we started hitting ranks. 1 week in, we hit P600. You know, a few months in, P1K, P2K, you know, P5K. We started working. We had a little bit of a, you know, we had a little bit of a setback. We deranked at times as well. But, you know, a year and a half into the journey, we were fortunate enough to hit the position of chairman. And I was able to quit my job, able to do this full time. And I was able to take my life to, you know, differently. But I was not only able to have money, but time at the same time. You see, what you guys got to understand on this call is it's not about the money. You can earn 5K a month, you can earn 1K a month, and you can earn 2K. But if you can earn the same amount of money from your job, then you can at home, you take it, right? Which means it's not about the money. If I could earn 1.5K that I was making my job at home, I'm going to take that. Why? Because it gives you that sense of freedom. That's what it's all about. So what I established was a routine. I established a system. I established a culture. And those 3 things are what took me from a 1.5K a month income, working 9 to 5, not being able to go out, only looking forward to the weekends, to treating every day, you know, as I'm sure you've heard some of the mentors say, to making every day 6 Saturdays and 1 Sunday. And that was what we was able to do through this opportunity. So let me tell you guys now, if you're on this call, you best take this opportunity seriously, because if you take this opportunity seriously and you grab it with both hands, I promise you now, a year from now, your life is going to be completely different. You're going to live a different lifestyle. And you're going to look at yourself and say, man, am I the same person? Now that's not me a year ago. No way was that me going out and doing X, Y, Z. When now I want to stay indoors and I want to do X, Y, and Z and I want to work. But you know what? You know, some people say money changes people. Money doesn't change people. All it does is help you assess your situation and grow to a certain way to help you do what it is you really are here in life to do and to help you achieve your goals, guys. So that's my story. I think we're going to do a little Q&A or...
A lovely Q&A. So I'm going to be asking you some questions. And we're going to get some questions from you guys. And then Mal is actually going to be able to answer these questions. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat box. We'll go through them. Then we'll do a training and we'll wrap up from there. So my first question to you, Mal, will be you discovered a routine. Okay, that was the first thing for you.
Yeah.
So what did that routine actually look like for you? And then we'll go into the systems.
So first of all, you have to establish your day-to-day. You have to establish how much time you have on your hands each day and how much time you're willing to put into the business. So when it went from, I'll use 2 situations. When I was working full-time, I knew during the day I wouldn't have much time, right? I knew I'm not going to be able to answer many DMs during the day, right? Because everyone is you know, I was at work, and by the time I can in the evening, 12 midnight, everyone's sleeping. So I needed to establish a way of building my business. I knew the easiest way would be online. So what did I do? I used Instagram. I used Instagram. Instagram was the best way for me to be able to, build my business. So what I done on a day-to-day is I established a routine which would fit my day-to-day. And what was that? Simply DMing. Because you guys can understand how easy it is to DM people. Now, I went through, doing the wrong things. And
Could you explain what a DM is? Because I know we've got some people that might not be on Instagram. What is a DM?
So a DM is a direct message in which you send to somebody to, start a conversation on Instagram. So, for example, I would click on someone's profile. I would send them a message saying, hey, how you doing? Literally as simple as that. And I'm sure all of you can do that as well. We can all do that, right? A nice, friendly, hey, how you doing? Because that, hey, how you doing? Enough of those, hey, how you doing? Guess what that's going to do to your bank account? It's going to send it flying. Facts. So that simple, hey, how you doing? Led into a conversation, and I would do that daily. And first of all, I'd start off after work, I'll DM maybe 10 people on the train. I'll get 1 or 2 responses. Maybe sign up 1 person. And then it hit me. Hold on now. With your current day-to-day, you're DMing around 10 to 20 people. You're getting 1 to 2 responses. And you're just able to close 1. So I thought, what if we up that? What if we do it a bit more? A little bit more. You're tired after work, DMing, direct messaging 10 people isn't a lot, but, you're tired. Let's try 10 more. 10 more back. A couple more responses. A couple more responses coming. Right, wicked. Awesome. Then, guess what? A couple more responses. And then what happens after that is you're able to close a couple more. And then that was a routine I established where Instagram would work for me. As soon as I quit my job and I was able to do this business full time, guess what it was? It was the same thing. Wake up in the morning, direct message as many people as possible. Around 60 to 80 plus people will be direct messaging. After that, my aim was to find out a few things. My aim was to find out how these people are, what they do, and if they're open to another way of making money. And however you phrase that is up to you. But your aim is to find out those things. Once I found out those things, I got them on a phone call. I got every single one of them one by one on a phone call. I used to call it the qualifying. There was a series to this, the qualifying. Now on this qualifying call, what did we used to do? I would find out their reason why they want to do trading. And a lot of people are going to give you the same thing. Hey, I want to make money. Awesome. But let me tell you the difference between all of you on this call and everyone on Instagram that trades, being genuine. You see, anyone can come out there saying, I want to make money. But it's about you being genuine and making them realize the journey. So when someone would say to me on a phone call, hey, you know what, bro? The reason why I want to trade is I want to make money. I used to tell them, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. It's trading. You're going to make money, but you can also lose money. But if you come in with a reason of wanting to make money, what do you think will happen if you lose a little bit? You're going to get demotivated, right? You see, whenever you speak to a prospect, they need to be able to relate to you, understand you, feel you, and understand that you're a genuine person. You're not like the scammers out there. So many people.
Just so you guys can write this down, just repeat that one more time. So how someone needs to relate with you?
So they need to relate to you, they need to understand you, feel you, and understand that you're a genuine person. So relate to you, connect with you, you could say, understand you, and feel that you're genuine. That's what you want to do. And how do those feelings come across on a phone call? Because you will text your friends. You can't understand the way they feel or their energy levels through a text message. It's impossible. You can't understand how they feel. So what you need to do is, as soon as someone hears your voice, you see, if I was to type all of this to you in a message, you're not going to be able to understand the energy levels or the way how passionate we are about saying it. But to see us and hear what we say, it opens your eyes to understand how passionate we are. So when someone speaks to you on a phone call, they're going to understand several things. They're going to understand you're a genuine person, you're confident, and you know what you're talking about. So for me on a day-to-day, guys, what I would do is I would prospect on Instagram, which means direct messaging. I would then get them on a phone call to understand their reason why and find out how much they're looking to make within, let's say, a 3 to 6 month period. And then they're going to give me whatever figure. No, I want to make 2,000 a month. I want to make 5,000 a month. Now, guess what's going to also make you more genuine? Not agreeing to anything they say. It's very easy for someone to say, I want to make this much. Okay, if I agree, I can get this person into my business. What will get them into your business is trusting you. What's going to allow them to trust you is how genuine you are. So when someone you say to me, bro, I want to make $5,000 a month in 3 months, and I know they work full time, I tell them, look, at the end of the day, that is possible, But with you working full time and maybe being able to put an hour in a day, a realistic target is 1,000 to 2,000 a month. That can then build up and compound to maybe 5,000 a month after around 6 to 12 months. How does that sound? It's all about being genuine with people. This was it. All about being genuine. And then after this, what would I do? Very simple. Very, very simple. I would show them the opportunity. As soon as they've seen the opportunity, I get them on what I call a closing call. So it's 3 steps. It's a qualifying call, exposing the business, and closing. On the closing call, very simple. All I need to ask them is one thing. Do you feel you can achieve your reason why through this opportunity? Do you feel you can hit that 5,000 to 10,000 a month within 6 months to a year through this opportunity? And you and I know the answer because we've done it. And all of you, all 20 of you on this call are en route to making that happen. You're en route to hitting that target. So you know it's what? Possible. And they're going to say, yes, it is. As soon as that is, wicked. Let's get you started. Confidence is key. So my day-to-day, literally, if I break it down, was a direct message to as many people as I can on a day-to-day, 60 to 80 people. That would then tend to me receiving as many DMs back as possible. Through those DMs I receive, I'll look to get them on a call as quickly as possible. Through that call, I aim to understand their why, find out how much they're looking to make, let them know I have a way through being confident. That way I'm going to show them for exposing them to the business. After they've seen the business, I'm going to connect their reason why with the money they make with a vehicle to allow that to happen. As soon as I do that, they either sign up then or they're going to give me a date they sign up. Once they give me that date, boom, on to the next, and on to the next, and on to the next. This was my day-to-day routine, and doing this every single day with 60 to 80 plus people a day allowed me to be able to prospect 2,500 people a month. Duplicating that to my team to do the exact same thing is what took us from $150 a month paycheck to over a 6-figure paycheck. It's as simple as that. Don't overcomplicate the system. Just use the system to your ability, make it work for you, and smash it. So that was what I done on a day-to-day, bro. And that's what we were able to do to kill it.
Amazing. And that is amazing. That's exactly what we wanted to hear. We've got a system. We've been working on a system. So the fact that you're in the Zoom call right now, that's part of our system. So we've got weekly Zoom calls. But we have an amazing system coming out tomorrow. It's going to be launched tomorrow. So, Mal, I really want you to emphasize the importance on the system. You don't necessarily have to tell us what your system was like, but I want you to emphasize the importance on the system and how it's going to benefit to get these guys to chairman and beyond.
So a system, see, a lot of people don't really speak about system and culture much. So it's something I feel isn't buried, but isn't spoken about as much as it should be. Now, a system and culture is the 2 most important things out there. Because if you don't have the right system, if you don't have the right culture, guess what? You're bringing people into the wrong environment. It's like anything in life. If you go into a job, or if you go into Tesco to stack shelves, and you're told to put this bread over there when it's supposed to be over there, and it becomes a routine, eventually one day the boss is going to come in and say, why do you keep putting it over there when it's supposed to be over here? And then someone else has to keep moving it. Oh, because I was told to do that from day one. That was my system. Well, guess what? That system's causing customers problems. Get out. That's the importance of a system and a culture. The wrong system and the wrong culture gets duplicated. If it gets duplicated wrong, guess what happens to your business? It's gone. So for me, what I'll tell you guys, in fact, of a system is you need to make sure you have a system in terms of when you bring, how to even get someone into your business. Now, there might be some of you that have a system that works. There'll be some of you on this call, and I used to do the same thing on Zooms, that might say, you know what, Mal? What you're saying is cool. I've got a system that works for me. I'm able to close. I don't need to use this. What I've got works. One thing I'll always say, and I've always said, is don't fix something that's not broken. If you've got something that works for you, if you've got a system that works and you're able to close, if you can tell me on a 2-week period, you can close more people than me, I'll say, you know what, your system works. It's facts. But what you want to make sure is that what you're able to is close. But if your system doesn't allow you to close 2 to 3 personals a week, it doesn't work. Facts. If you can't close 2 to 3 people personals a week through whatever system you're using right now, I suggest you get a pen and paper and make notes. Because 2 to 3 people a week is what's going to help take your business to the next level. Now, the way you do that is through that simple process. Very, very simple, guys. If done correctly, If mastered correctly, you're going to create a routine for yourself, but you're going to be DMing on the go. You're literally going to be on the train, not even looking, hey, how you doing? Okay, yeah. You're going to be doing it like it's clockwork. And guess what? It's all going to be practice. You know, what you guys got to understand is the system is going to be through that, in terms of prospecting through your preferred social media channel or cold marketing in person, a qualifying call, and exposing the business, closing, getting them into the business, launching them on exactly what they need to do in the first 90 days. If someone in your business doesn't know what they're doing, it's a problem. They should be checking up with you every few days. Hey, bro, I've watched this video. Hey, bro, I've done this. They should know, for example, a system we had. When someone would come into the business, they would know that they want to aim to have watched, IML basics 1 to 4 and technical analysis within the first 30 days, as well as be watching, there was a couple of IML TV educators that we had on the plan as well. I need to check it, that they had to be watching. And their aim is to be making profits on their demo account. In month 2, our aim is for them to go on a live account with something of 100 to 200 while them progressing into the intermediates and growing their trading account through analysis in the group chat, signals in the group chat, and growing. Our aim by month 3 is by continuously doing this and going through the plan, they would have made at least 1,000 to 2,000. And because of the networking side, they're going to be able to have at least add an extra $600 to $1,000 a month. So within the first 90 days, they should be adding an extra, between 1,000 to 3,000 a month. If I can help someone in 90 days add an extra 1,000 to 3,000 a month in their pockets, I know for a fact they're going to go off to a flying start. Now, what we also tell people is this: look, within the first 30 days, you're not going to be making money. Not through trading. You can't. You got to take it slow, right? But there's a way you can make money through building a business. I can take you under my wing and teach you everything you need. What we'll do is teach them everything and help them go P150. Tap through them and get as many of their people on the literally call as possible. We would aim within 24 hours to 24 to 72 hours to have exposed 5 of that person's friends to the business. So they'll write down their 5 closest friends, and guess what we'll do? Hey, Mal, I've got someone. Okay, bro, let's go on a 3-way call. WhatsApp 3-way call? Cool. I'm going to qualify. Hey, bro, so I know you're his friend. We've actually got him into the business. What I want to ask you is, what is your reason why? Exact same flow. Okay, bro, if I can show you a way where we can help you achieve your reason why through this business, you're open to take a look for the next 20 minutes. Okay, wicked, that. Show the plan. If it's on a Zoom call, close there and then. If it's a video, what we'll do is get them back on a call 3-way and close. What does that do? Not only do we close someone into the business to add an extra person, not only do we help generate a paycheck for the individual, not only have we added an extra person, but that individual that's got an extra $35 on their first customer has now witnessed the call and is growing their mind to understand how to do it. So by the time I've done it 3-4 times for that individual to go P150, and guess what's going to happen when he tells me he's got a 6th person ready? Or one of his people has got someone. Hey, bro, do you remember how I was doing those calls? I thought you've got this. And he takes on that level of responsibility and leadership so early on. He grows so early on. He feels like this is who he is. And he can't leave this industry behind because of how he's grown so quickly. This is something you call a system. That's what you need. So where everyone knows what they're doing and where they're going from. This system automatically creates a culture. The culture will automatically, not you have to force one, be made. Culture is key. Your group chat. How many trainings do you do a week? Are people paying £120 a month for your group chat or for your culture? I mean, for your culture and group chat or for the tools? You want to make sure if any of you in this call have a business, your people are paying for the culture and the group. The group chat, which has analysis flowing all day. The group chat has webinars, which are helping them. The team, which is meeting up with them regularly, giving them that life. The signals in the group chats, helping the people make money for the group chat. People think, man, if I don't pay this £120, I'm not going to be in this group chat. No. I can't let that happen. I need this group chat. This group chat is what gives me life. If I'm not in this, I'm not going to be able to make money. I'm paying it. I'm not going to use the tools, but this culture. You create a culture which is worth the £120 a month, you're going to have a business which is booming. As well as a system which revolves around your people getting paid ASAP and everyone growing as leaders and winning through, prospecting and everything is going to allow you to create a system which is going to boom. That's the importance of system and culture.
Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And you said as soon as you get someone new in, right? You ask them to get 5 people on a call. How soon, what's the time frame that you're tap rooting for that person?
24 to 72 hours. 24 to 72 hours, because that's when they're new. Now, let me show you guys how simple this is. Let me show you. Let's say let me give you an example. And this is what I tell the person, hey bro, I want you to get 5 people on a call. I'm going to show you exactly how you want to do it. You know how you would usually call your friends just as a general, yo bro, or whatever? And this is how comfortable I get with them. This is how you want to do it. Yo bro, listen, I've just started trading. I've just joined this guy and I think he's going to be solid. You know, I think he's going to help me. I really want you to see it. Because you ain't, I did pay. I don't know the ins and outs. I'm going to be honest. But if I'm going to make money through something, I want you to see it as well, because you're my guy. If I'm going to start making money, I don't want you to get left behind. I at least want you to see it so you can start with me and we can make money together. Can you literally jump on a 5-minute call with this guy and just check it out? Yeah? All right, sweet, bro. I'll let him know. Okay, cool. That's it. That's literally what I'll do. Why? Because they're not going to say no to that. They're going to be like, oh, cool, my friend cares about me. He wants me to see the information same as him. I've got nothing to lose. And the ego kicks in. The ego kicks in. Because if I was Montel's friend and Montel started the trading thing, I'm going to be thinking, nah, if my boy starts, as much as he's my boy, if he starts making money when I can be making money and more than me, nah, I don't want that to happen. Because as much as friends are friends, they always want to do better. Harsh reality. Friends always want to do better than their friends, even though they always, say, I want you to do so well. I'm so proud of you. They always want to do better. They're not going to do better if they say no. So that's going to incline them and make them jump on that call. And that's when you treat it as a fresh prospect. Hey, bro, cool. So what's your reason why for wanting to trade? I want to make money in it. That's all good, bro, but let me tell you this. Like, for example, your friend's reason is he wants to retire his parents. Because I've dug into his friend's reason why. What's your reason? If I can show you a way to help you achieve your reason why, boom. So that's how we get the people on the call. As soon as we got through his 5 and he realizes how simple it is, I say to him, bro, look, out of those 5, okay, 3, 4 said no, but they all said no right now, but they're going to sign up in 2 weeks. That's going to be $150, $160 for you, and you're going to hit a first rank where you're making $150 a month. What if we done this with the rest of your contact list? That means like, okay, let's write down that list and let's do that exact same thing with every single one of them. I have to qualify every single one because they're his friends. They won't take him seriously. I have to do it, but is it worth it? Yes. By the time we've gone through that whole contact list, he's learned serious skills. And what I'm going to do is teach him everything. Then I teach him after he's gone through his whole contact list, how to use social media, how to use Instagram. He goes off and starts that because they're all new people. If those new people, he tap roots them, he can do the call because he doesn't know them. And then the next person, I tap root, my next personal. Once I've gone through his contacts, Instagram. Simple as that. Things like this are small systems that take you a long way. So that's how simple it is within 24, 72 hours, just by 30 seconds, just like that.
Amazing. Wow, Farrell, you are killing it. So imagine this, right? So you've gone through, the people's contacts. You've got someone on a Zoom call. Do you present on Zoom or do you send them the link? So, for example, David and Minite's presentation. Which one do you do?
I usually send the link.
Okay. So now you send them David and Minite's video. They have now watched the video, and this is what's really going to change the game for you guys on the call. Because now I've seen the video. I've been exposed. Okay. So let me take you guys through this. Okay. So you pique the interest, like what he's done with why. What is your why? Then you've shown them the presentation. And now we go into three-way call or a close, okay? So let's say you didn't do the three-way call, but how do you actually close an individual that has been exposed to the business now?
Very simple. I'll call the individual and I'll say, cool, listen, so what was your favorite bit? This is it. So, hey, bro, so what was your favorite bit? Okay, listen, bro, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to cut straight to the point. On our first call, you said your reason why is to help retire your mum. And, a year from now, you're going to be making around 5,000 to 10,000 a month. Oh, yeah. Do you feel that's possible through what you're doing right now? I know the answer to it, you know the answer to it, and he knows the answer to it. No, of course not. Do you feel for this opportunity you've seen that we can help achieve your reason why and help you hit this target a year from now? Yeah, bro. Where would your life be if you was earning this much? Oh, it'd be amazing. So subconsciously and psychologically, in his mind, he's thinking about X, Y, and Z that he wants, knowing his current route won't take it there for him. I'm literally, giving him a route right here to follow. I'm literally giving him a route. And I say, cool. If you feel this can help you achieve this reason why, here's a plan. Within the first 30 days, here's our aim. Within the next 60 and 90 days, boom. So by 90 days, our aim is to have you here. Then we're going to compound this for the year, and that's it. How does that sound to you? That sounds amazing. Cool. Let's get you started. You see, it's all a straight line. Your aim is only to do one thing on a closing call. Don't speak about academy. Don't speak about TV. Don't speak about the tools. They've just seen it. All they need to do, and this is one thing you all need to understand very, very carefully. They only need to understand, they only need one thing. Match the opportunity they've seen with the reason why, match the opportunity they've seen, and their reason why with the vehicle that can make that happen. Connect their reason why and the money they want to make and what they want to do with an opportunity for that to take place, they're in. And we can do that. That's how it's a done deal.
Wow, amazing, amazing. So closing literally has never been so simple. That is amazing right there. Okay, so now you've closed the individual. Of course, you take them on the 90-day game plan, which we have in place as well, guys. So make sure you're using that. But as they're going through the 90-day game plan, I remember us at events when we first got started. We was at every single event. We didn't miss no events. So please may you tell these guys how important it is to attend these events and to promote to their guests for these events that we have every Sunday, every Saturday in London. So please may you tell these guys.
Events. Now, this isn't only me saying this. If it was not for events, I wouldn't be in the game today. I was a P600 for 4 months. P600 IBO, P600 IBO. I used to come to events every 2 weeks, seeing other people get promoted. And every event I used to even say, I got to be a P1000. This guy's got promoted. This guy joined after me, he's got promoted. And you know what it does? It angers you, but it makes you want to go even harder. You want to work because every time you go to an event and you see someone else getting the results you want, you're going to say to yourself, I have to make this happen. I have to work. So what did I do? I attended every single event. And by attending every single event that break, I never missed an event. I would travel to Manchester if there was one. I remember once I traveled there, Birmingham. Every event I have never missed. I'll always make sure I'm the first one there, the last one to leave. Why? Because I know if I'm at every single event, there's nothing that can take me out of the game. If I want to get to 10K mark and I don't go to events and it's not happening, someone takes me, yeah, but it's because you didn't attend events. If I do every single thing, it's only a matter of time for that someone can say, you know what, bro? You'll have your breakthrough. Just continue everything you're doing. And that's what I done. I continued everything I was doing. I went to an event 2 week after 2 week after 2 week after 2 week after every 2 weeks. Guess what? Nothing. Then December came. From September to December, P600, nothing. Then from December, P1K. Guess what happened 2 weeks after the next event? P2K. Guess what happened 2 weeks after the next event? P5K. That's what happens. So 2 week after 2 week after 2 week after 2 week, nothing. No promotions for me, no promotions for my team. I used to roll up to the events by myself. But you know what? I wouldn't change that because that's why we are where we are now. Don't miss a single event. If you can't, you want to be at every single event. Otherwise, guess what? All I can say to you is it's going to be unfortunate to not allow you to hit your full potential. And it's going to be so sad for me to say, if you're not hitting every event, it's going to be a shame for you guys putting in the effort of working and not be able to be your chairman. And that's what will happen. You can put in all the work you want. If you don't attend events, I'm sorry to say, you're not going to hit that 6-figure income. And it's sad, but it's the truth. And you guys need the truth. Facts.
Wow. Big facts, big facts. And, before we close out, you said, right, if you're doing everything you need to be doing every single day, right, you're going to get to that 10K a month checkpoint. You're going to get to that 25K a month checkpoint.
100%.
So what are the things that these people on this call, these precious, valuable, lovely people that we love so much on this call, what are the things that these people need to be doing every single day to get to that point where they're seeing 10K a month, 25K a month, 50K a month? Because trust me, it's already done. What are the things that they need to be doing?
So, like I said, you need to have the right system. You need to be prospecting every single day. You need to be working every single day. I don't mean working extremely hard, but you guys need to have a system in place. This is why I say everything comes down to system and culture. You have to have a system and culture in place where you do everything right. Now, this goes down to everything. What time do you go sleep? What time do you wake up? Some people might think, man, you must have been grinding till 4 in the morning or waking up at 6.
I remember that. I saw Mal at an event and I was grinding till 1 a.m. that morning. I said, Mal, I'm tired, bro. Mal was fired up. Mal was like, bro, I'm fired up. I had my 9 hours sleep. He said, bro, why are you sleeping so late? I said, bro, I'm grinding, man. This is the grind. And I said, bro, don't you grind this hard? He said, nah, man. I get 8 to 9 hours sleep every single day, bro. And you're still getting the results.
That's it. Because it's not about how much time you put in, it's about what you do with the time. You need to make sure on a daily, you have a routine in place. How many people are you prospecting? Mine was 60 to 80. And then I'd aim to get as many calls out of that as possible. And then I'd aim to expose as many, close as many. Then for the people that I've got WhatsApps and can't call that day, I'm scheduling for the next day. Next day, I start again DMing, adding those calls. That's what I would do on a daily. By 11 p.m., if you wanted to contact me, it had to be an emergency. You weren't going to be able to contact me if it was a normal thing. Why? Because the team and you guys need to understand your people are only going to become independent if they can't get a hold of you 24/7. Your people can't get a hold of you 24/7, so they can be 2 a.m. They're going to say, Sam, bro, can you do a Zoom for me? Or Sam's usually awake till 5. Sam, can you do another Zoom for me? You know, that can't happen. They need to become independent. So what my people would realize is in the morning, oh, Mal, bro, I know you was asleep and I needed a Zoom, so I had to do it myself. That's how they grow. I'd be asleep by 11 p.m. I'd get my 8-9 hours sleep. Wednesday was my one day off of the week where the team knew they couldn't contact me. Why? Because I didn't want to burn out. I didn't want it to feel like a job where it's day in, day out without looking forward to anything. So I knew Wednesday was a day where I knew I would be grinding. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday comes, literally I would go out and my phone would be in my pocket, do not disturb. So I knew if it rang, it was important. And my team knew as well, Wednesday was Mal's day off. Only contact if it's an emergency. This is kind of what you guys need. You need to have this routine. Don't burn yourself out. And don't feel like, yo, I'm going to sleep at 4 a.m. I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. I'm going to grind all day. By the end of the day, your eyes, you literally look like you don't know what you look like. And your parents looking at you like, well, what's happening to you? And you think you're good. You're not good. Because a year from now, guess what? You're not even going to be able to get onto that stage because people are going to look at you and say, this guy don't look like a chairman. Look at his posture. He's finished. You want to make sure you don't burn out. You know, and that's it. Find the routine that works for you. Find your system of what you're going to do on a daily. Smash that out every single day. Have a time where you close off, wake up and start again. Have a day off where it's you time to be able to reflect and relax. Make sure at all times when you're out, music is a myth. If you hear music, you'll be like, oh, I haven't heard that in a while. Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, you know, Eric Worre, Eric Thomas, you know, Spotify motivationals. There's one specific one, the motivational playlist. It's got like so many videos. Killer. That should be your best friend all times. You're going out and about. That should be your best friend listening to that sort of music. Rap music and beats shouldn't exist. If your bank balance ain't reflecting what you want, that shouldn't exist. And have that routine. Do it on a daily. Do it every single day. And a year from now, none of you will be working. You'll be able to look at apartments you want like Montel's got. You'll be able to look at cars you want like Zane's got. You know, like Ivan's got. And you're going to be able to live that lifestyle you want. Why? Simply because you've got a habit, a routine of work. And then you don't even feel like you're working hard because it's so simple. It's so simple what you're doing every day. But it took you a while to get there. No one will see that. So grind hard, making it simple. And that simple grind will pay off in the long term. I promise you all that.
Wow, that is so amazing. And I remember Zane Khan always saying this. It takes a fool to complicate things, but it takes a genius.
Keep things simple. That's it.
Right.
Keep it simple. Find something simple that works. Do it through the day. Work the plan. Plan your work. Then work the plan. Do that on a daily. Go to sleep happy. Wake up happy. Don't feel shattered when you're working. You know, have the same energy on every single call. Make sure you're eating right through the day. Making sure you've literally got, you know, I always, when I was working, I'd have a 2-liter bottle of water next to me. Make sure you always stay hydrated. Eat right. You know, drink right. Exercise as well. Keep yourself busy with these things. And I promise you, you're going to be a different person. And you're literally going to be the best of yourself. Not only your bank's going to be good. You're going to feel so good. You'll think, it doesn't even matter if I had nothing in my bank. You'll feel good. Your energy levels will be like this at all times, even 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m. It doesn't matter. Your energy levels are always going to be rising. And because of that, your income will come the same way because of who you are.
Wow, amazing. Guys, you got so much fire today. Now you understand why we were so fired up. Let's go. Okay, so before we close this amazing call, bro, I want you to emphasize the importance on energy. and people's frequencies
Energy.
and why the energy should
bro.
be
Energy you can't explain. If you don't have energy, people aren't going to be feeling your vibe. If people aren't feeling your vibe, they ain't going to want to be in your business. This guy's got no energy. Hey, yeah, you want to make 1,000 to 2,000 a month? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, this is how you're going to do it. Hey, man, listen, if you want to make 1,000 to 2,000 a month, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it. We got this plan and boom. Who do you think they're going to believe? Person 1, yeah, or person 2? Let's go.
2, let's go!
Let's go. You got to have that energy levels and you got to have that confidence where they want to work with you. They want your energy. They need to latch onto you because of what you are and who you have. That's it. You need to make sure your energy levels are so high that you're running the stage, that people are looking at you like, I want to be chilling with this guy. His frequencies are on that level. Up your intensity levels, up your work ethic, up everything, and your energy levels are going to rise to that amount because it has to. And before you know it, you're going to literally feel like you're a walking Red Bull. Literally. And when you get to that point, you're going to feel so good, there's going to be nothing that can bring you down. Simple as that.
Wow.
Simple as that.
Wow. guys, if you guys are fired up, if you're as fired up as you are, if you got value from this call, put some 7s in the chat right now, okay? There's going to be a brand new system coming out tomorrow, and I want you guys to be abiding to it. I want you guys to be following it, and I want you guys to be pushing it out to as many as people in your team as possible.
Let's go.
We said energy is everything. So even you right now, if you're in your bed, if you're in your house, if you're on the road, I want you to celebrate that you just hit Chairman 10. Like you just hit that 10K a month salary. You just hit that 25K a month salary. What we're going to do right now, when you hear our song playing, right? This is our culture, okay? You hear even Tafia play all the time. When you hear this song play, okay, I want you to release a scream, okay? We're going to unmute everybody in the chat. We're going to get fired up. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, and everybody's going to scream, okay? So after 3, you guys are going to scream, and we're going to unmute everybody. We're going to be fired up. We're going to close this amazing call. Shaman's got a mindset call starting at 10:05 on this link. Make sure you're on that call. But we're going to end this on a high vibration, a high frequency. Okay, so we're going to get fired up right now. We're going to do a crazy dance, but we're feeling it. Okay, so are you ready for this now, bro?
Let's go. We're born ready.
Thank you so much, man. We were born ready. Guys, you got value today. We're going to get fired up. We're going to get fired up. We're going to get fired up. Okay. Okay. Are you guys ready? 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 1, 2, 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Hey!